Listen, if you're afraid of being made fun of, then let me tell you a story. It was 2020 during the pandemic when neither of us had anything better to do other than be on our phones all day. I decided, for whatever reason, to become a creator. I was gonna start making videos and posting them on social media, talking about, I think it was copywriting. I was a pretty good copywriter. I am a pretty good copywriter, but I thought about starting a copywriting channel. I was a beginner back then, so I didn't really know what I was doing, but I started making videos. And I experienced one of the worst betrayals that any human being can ever go through. As soon as I started posting videos, a few days later, I see one of my closest friends is just absolutely roasting me and my videos in the group chat. And I started excessively sweating. Like, I don't know if this happened to you, but when someone's making fun of you, or when you're being made fun of in a group scenario, you start sweating and your heart starts beating super fast. That happened to me. My friend starts roasting me and my videos. He says my videos are cringe, it's shit, which it probably was because I was a beginner back then. But my friend started roasting the absolute shit out of me. And one by one, everyone else in the group chat joined. I was sweating. My heart was beating super fast. Like, sweat was coming out of my sweat. I was so nervous. I don't know why I was nervous. I don't know why I was scared. Like, my life wasn't on the line. I don't know why I was so scared, but I was. I was 17 or 16, so I don't really blame myself. But that happened. And I kept checking my phone every 2 seconds to see if someone would come to my aid, if someone would defend me. But no one did. And that guy that I considered one of my closest friends, who was supposed to support me and my journey to doing whatever I was doing, but he just roasted the absolute shit out of me. Ever since then, I've always been very afraid to put myself out there, even with this YouTube channel. I've always been very afraid to look like a beginner, to look like a loser. And as a result, I've also been insecure about the YouTube videos that I've been putting out because I feel like, first of all, they're not good. Second of all, I feel like I'm not making a difference. I'm not changing anyone's lives. And third of all, I feel like my videos are still cringe. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's still my past situation with my friend, like, still plaguing me or something. But yeah, I do feel insecure about my YouTube videos. Has something like this ever happened to you? Where your best friends or your close friends started to absolutely roast the shit out of you in a group scenario, where there's other people, and while your friends are supposed to be on your side, they were just roasting you and they were making you feel bad and putting you down. Because I swear to God, like, when you're young, that's one of the worst betrayals possible. And that happened to me. And as a result, I still do feel kind of insecure putting my videos out there. But let me ask you this. How long will you put the fear of someone else judging you? How long will you let that fear stop you from doing whatever you want? Because let me tell you something. 100 years from now, we're all going to be dead. And another set of human beings are going to be roaming this planet. And I swear to God, not a single one of them will remember what we did, what embarrassing things we did, what our names are, what our professions were, what we did with our lives. They're not going to know any of that. So if in 100 years, whatever we're doing right now won't even matter, why are you still letting that fear stop you from doing whatever you want? If you're scared, I get it, because when you're young, being made fun of is one of the worst things you can go through. You start sweating excessively, you start getting nervous, your heart starts beating super fast, and you actually feel like, if it was during the caveman days, you feel like you're being kicked out of your tribe. And that meant certain death in the caveman days. So our prehistoric brain still hasn't caught up to the modern times. So when something like that happens, when our tribe is making fun of us, it feels like we're being banished from the tribe. And that means death. I think that's probably why we get nervous and so scared when we're being made fun of. But before I talk about this further, just scroll down below and click on the subscribe button to help my channel grow and obviously support me as well. Because the more you support me, the more you help my channel grow. I'm also going to be able to put out more videos that help other ambitious young men who wants to be the best version of themselves. So it's a win-win situation for both of us. So scroll down below and click on the subscribe button. I have a question for you. How many times did you want to do something, but you didn't do that because you were scared of being made fun of? Maybe it was joining a class, maybe it was joining a sports team, maybe it was posting a video like me, or maybe it was just simply going up and talking to a girl. How many times have you not done something because you were scared of what other people would think? And you know what? I don't really blame you. Because the modern world is so soft and judgmental, because whatever you do, you're gonna be criticized and made fun of like a lot. Because if it was 100 years ago, if you wanted to post a video like this, or not video, because there were no videos, but if you wanted to do something, if you wanted to go after your goal, you would only be made fun of by the people around you, the people in your social circle. That was like what, 20, 30, 50 people? But nowadays, if you want to do something, you're being watched by the entire world. If you put something out on social media, if you put a video out, if you do whatever you want, if you set some goals, you're going to be made fun of by the entire world. And that can be scary. Like imagine 8 billion people making fun of you. That's very scary. So I don't really blame you if you're still afraid to do whatever you want to do, if you're still afraid to put yourself out there. On top of just being made fun of by the entire world, if you do something as basic as going up and talking to a girl, you're labeled as a creep. Which pisses me off, because for the majority of human existence, that's exactly how courting happened. If a guy liked a girl, he went up to her, talked to her, and then they got married or something. But nowadays, if you do that, you're labeled a creep. If you set goals and you tell your family that you're gonna start a business, or you're not gonna go to university or do something that's different from the norm, you get made fun of, and you get made out to be as the black wolf or black sheep. There you go, as a black sheep, and you're relentlessly made fun of by your own family, the people who are supposed to support you, and they also try to sabotage your goals. So in 2024, it is almost impossible to go against the norm, because you are going to be made fun of, possibly by the entire world. But then again, the world is designed to keep you where you are right now, so that you don't make progress and go against the crowd. But if you want to do something worthwhile, if you want to go after your goals, if you want to make sure you actually accomplish your goals, you're going to have to go against the crowd. You're going to have to be willing to be the weird guy, because I certainly am. I'm recording this video right now, and my family can hear me recording this video. They're probably thinking, why is he doing this? I don't know. Why am I doing this? I don't know. I have a goal. I have to get to my goal. I wanna build a personal brand. This is how you do it. They don't understand that, and they're probably wondering why I'm doing this. I'm probably the weird guy. I'm probably the weird guy in the family. I definitely am. But if you want to do something worthwhile, you're gonna have to be okay being the weird guy, being the black sheep. Because again, like I said, the world is designed in a way where it's supposed to keep you where you are right now. It's supposed to make sure you don't make progress. But if you're But if you want to do something worthwhile, if you want to get to your goals, you have to be willing to look weird for an extended period of time. This is not going to be a shortcut. You're going to look like a loser for an extended period of time, maybe years, probably 2-3 years. You're going to have to be willing to look like a loser. You're going to have to be willing to look like a beginner. I certainly am. Like I said, I feel insecure about my YouTube videos. That's because I'm a beginner at that game of YouTube. My videos probably suck. And as a result, I feel insecure because I feel like my videos are kind of cringy. Maybe they are, I don't know. But you either go through the pain of sucking or you go through the pain of regret. You either go through the pain of being a beginner or you go through the pain of knowing that you're never going to be the type of person you could have become. So which one are you going to choose? Are you going to let the judgments of other people, the people who are not going to matter in 100 years, stop you? Or would you be willing to look like a loser for 1, 2, 3 years and then become someone worthwhile? Someone who all those people who made fun of you, they're gonna eventually admire you once you get your goals, once you become someone important. They're eventually gonna admire you. It's only the initial period where you're still a beginner when all those people are going to make fun of you. But to help you out and give you some actionable steps, here are 2 ways I overcame my fears. The first thing is obviously the thing that I just talked about. In 100 years, a new set of human beings are going to roam the planet and we're all going to be 6 feet under the ground. And those people, those new set of humans who are going to roam the planet 100 years from now, they're not going to know anything that we're doing right now. They're not going to know how embarrassing our videos were. They're not going to know what our names were. They're not going to know who we are. So if in 100 years, people are not going to know who we are, people are not going to remember what embarrassing things we did, why would you let the fear of judgment stop you? Because it's not going to matter anyways. And on top of that, let me ask you something. Do you remember the last time you saw someone do something very embarrassing? Like maybe someone fell down in front of you. Do you remember that? After that happened, how many times did you think about that embarrassing moment? Probably never, right? But the person who fell down, he was probably like super embarrassed. He was thinking about it the entire day. But you who saw that, you didn't even think about it a single time after you saw it. Same thing with whatever else you do. Everyone else who you think are judging you, they're probably judging you for only 10 minutes or 5 minutes. But they're eventually going to go back to their own lives. People are all stuck in their own heads. They're all worried about being judged themselves. So they're not busy judging you because they're all worried being judged themselves. It doesn't really matter. Whatever you do, you're probably going to be judged for like 10 minutes and then they're going to forget about it. So do whatever you wanted to do anyways. It doesn't matter. Go for it. You want to post a video? Go for it. You want to talk to the girl? Go for it. You want to go after your goals? Go for it. You want to drop out? Go for it. Stop letting the fear of judgment hold you from doing whatever you want to do with your life. That was the first thing, by the way. And the second thing that helped me overcome my fear of judgment is knowing that this is a 10-year game. I'm losing right now. I already made a video that I failed entrepreneurship, but I haven't lost the game. This is a 10-year game. I'm probably losing right now, but that doesn't mean that I'm a loser. That doesn't mean that at the end of the game, I'll still be a loser. I like to think that I'm still in the second quarter and the game will end in 2030 or something. In 2030, I know that I'm going to be a winner. I'm not going to be losing forever. So maybe I'm losing right now. Maybe I suck right now. Maybe my videos are cringy right now. It's not going to be in 6 years. It's not going to be in 10 years. In 10 years, I will win. It's a 10-year game. So even if I'm behind right now, even if I've fallen behind like 20 points from everyone else who are looking like they're winning, the game's not over yet. There's still 6 years to go before 2030. This is a 10-year game. And I will win once the 10 years are done. So if you're worried about people judging you, know that this is a 10-year game. Even if you suck at whatever you're doing right now, even if you are a beginner at whatever you're doing right now, if you keep going through it, if you keep sticking with it, 10 years from now, you're gonna be an expert in that field. And those same people that judged you, they're gonna admire you and they're gonna look up to you because you're gonna be at the top of the food chain 10 years from now. But the only question is, will you even get there? Will you even get to the top if you let all these people stop you from doing what needs to be done right now? That's the question. If I was letting my insecurities, the fact that my videos are cringy, if I was letting that stop me from posting videos every single day, then 10 years from now, I would not have a successful YouTube channel. Maybe I'll watch this video a year from now or 2 years from now when I have 10, 20, 30, 50K subs. I'll probably watch this video and I'll think to myself, if I stopped posting because I felt insecure about my videos, then I wouldn't have gotten that 10, 20, 30, 50K subs. And the people who made fun of me, who've made fun of my videos, they would still be in the same place. And the people who made fun of me, who made fun of my videos, they would not care either way. They would not care if I had 50K subs. They would not care if I stopped posting at all. They don't care about my life. So why should I let their opinion stop me? And if my videos are cringy, then that is a sign for me to become better. That is not a sign for me to quit. That is a sign for me to become better, to make sure that I'm a better speaker. I'm a more captivating speaker. I can articulate myself a lot better. It's not a sign for me to quit. It's a sign for me to become better. And whatever you're insecure about right now, it's not a sign for you to hide away or cower or make sure that the world doesn't see you. It is a sign for you to get better at whatever you feel insecure about. If it's your hair, get a better haircut. If it's your body, hit the gym. whatever you're insecure about, that's where the work is. There's a famous quote that says, wherever your fear is, there is your task. So whatever you feel insecure about, that's where the work is. So get to work. If you like this video, scroll down and click on the subscribe button. It's going to help me grow my channel and push my message to more ambitious young men, such as yourself. So it's a win-win for both of us because I'm going to be able to put more message like this to more young men, and you're also getting a lot of videos from myself. So it's a win-win for both of us. So scroll down and click on the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.